privilege to be here tonight to welcome the most incredible woman in the room tonight. Is the newest rock star we have. Brace yourself for a global icon, musical phenomenon, as you know, the Queen of Country, America's sweetheart, the incomparable and most talented Dolly Parton. Let's hear it for Dolly Parton, guys. What a special night. Let's get loud. Yes, ma'am. Hello, beautiful. What a special
We're going to have some fun tonight. Well, we're going to welcome everybody that's here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we got several people to acknowledge tonight, but we're going to talk about that, I guess, right?
That's right. That's
okay,
right.
so shall we have
Let's
a
get
seat
started.
in my little high chair?
It's so great to see
How's
you.
everybody doing out there? I see a lot of familiar faces to me. Is
Yes,
Kent Wells out
indeed.
there? Kent, are you out there? Oh, yeah. Hi, Kent. He's one who produced the album.
That's
Yeah,
right,
so
Kent
he's
Wells.
kind of shy. He didn't want to come up here.
Tonight is history in the making. This is a very special night for this global icon who's worked so hard for decades. Our newest rock star in the world tonight, the biggest rock star in the world tonight. Let's hear it for her.
Well, I'm going to be a rock star for a minute.
That's right. Now, Miss Dolly, you were recently inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Long overdue.
No, actually, I was really honored. I didn't know if I belonged in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they put me in anyhow. And I thought, well, I got to earn my keep. And I thought, well, the best way to do that is to have something to show for it. So that's when I decided I'd go ahead and do a rock album that I used to think I might do. And then years went by, and I thought, oh, nobody's going to take me serious. But now, I think you're going to take me serious.
That's right. Such a prestigious institution. And that night you pledged, when you received that induction, to make a full-blown rock record. We've got 30 tracks, 9 original songs.
Yep.
Worked with some mega stars. We've got some big names on this record.
Oh, we do.
Big
They
names.
didn't hurt things any. That's why I say I'm going to be a rock star for a minute. Who wouldn't be a rock star with all those great artists that we have
That's
on
amazing.
here? I'm very, very proud of that.
That's incredible. What was it like? We've got Sting, we've got Ringo Starr, we've got Paul McCartney, Mick Fleetwood. I mean, the list goes on. And we've got Linda Perry, who's in the house tonight.
Oh, yeah, Linda's
Yes.
here. Yeah, what's up, Linda? What up?
What was that experience like working with such big megastars in the studio?
I really felt very honored, to be honest with you, because I had loved all these people for years and years, and so many of us had loved so many of these songs that I actually recorded on the album. And so to honestly be able to sing with these iconic people on these iconic songs, just hearing their voices with mine, I have to say it was very humbling, and it touched me deeply that so many of them was more than happy to do it, and made me, at least they made me feel like it. But anyhow, it was really a wonderful thing, and I just felt very honored to be in their presence, to be honest.
I listened to the record. It's absolutely incredible. You really pushed your vocals. I mean, you brought it with your vocals.
Well, I said we could have called that album Dolly Sings Her Guts Out. Because I really wanted the people that's on the record, when I was doing their songs, I wanted them to be proud of me. I didn't want them to think, oh, another country artist going to sing some rock and roll. So I really worked hard, and Kent Wells and Christine Winslow helped me a lot. She's a rock chick, and she works with Kent a lot. And so they made me stay rock and roll, because I'd have a tendency sometimes to trail off on my country stuff. Kent said, no, you got to stay on the beat. You got to do this right. It has to be real and good. So I really, it was a kind of a challenge in a way, or I thought it might be, but I chose songs that I thought that I could sing that might fit my voice real well. And well, thank you.
Yes, she did. Crystal Algae.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
anyway, I really wanted it to be something special, because I did 30 songs.
You sure did. That's a lot of songs.
I didn't
You know what
intend
I
to.
did? This is the most intriguing part, folks. you from what I've heard, you kept this record under the wraps. And this is very intriguing. A lot of people didn't know she was making this record. Now, spill the beans how all this came about.
Well, actually, I kept it under wraps because any of you know Danny Nozell?
Your man's in the house. I love Danny Nozell.
I knew I had to do this in secret, or Daddy would have it sold before I had it done. And I wanted to be sure that I got everything on it that I wanted, and Kent and I just wanted to see. Well, we did 30 songs. We didn't intend to. And after about 28 songs, Kent said, Dolly, you're going to have to stop. You can't do every damn song that's ever been recorded. He said, we're going to have to stop. So we did a couple more, and then I went home that night, and I wrote the song World on Fire. I felt very inspired to do it, so I called Kent the next morning. I said, we got to call another session. He said, no, we don't. I said, yeah, we do. I got to come down and play this song. And then I played it for him. He said, yeah, we got to call another session. So we actually threw another couple of songs in, but I'm just proud of the whole album, and I actually wrote some of the songs with Kent, some of the originals.
That's amazing. Actually, Word on Fire is my favorite song. I love that song, and I love Open Arms with Steve Perry.
Oh, don't you love Open Arms? I love that song.
It just melts my heart. But what's interesting on World on Fire, you really push the envelope a little bit with the lyrics. You know, you're not one to get into politics or too much. You're all about love and unity. But this song had a message. Talk to me about
the World on Fire. That's the one.
Word on Fire.
Yeah, everybody said, oh, Dolly's getting political. But Lord, how can you not this day and time? I wasn't getting political. I actually was just trying to throw some awareness on things that we all know that we're going through. To say, can't we rise up?
That's right.
Can't we show some love? Can't we just rise up and have change? To write that song, and but I wasn't trying to be political. Yes. I could very well just have said, leaders of the world, present and past, you better make a change, and you better do it fast. And I think that's kind of where we are right now. So we need to make some changes. Yeah. Can I get an amen?
That's right. You heard it from Dolly herself. Now, Dolly, everybody's talking about your rock star era fashion. Okay?
Oh well,
you are a rock star.
Oh, this whole thing. Actually, Steve Summers did this. I do have on some little pantaloons. I'm not naked. Although I wanted to look like I was naked, like a rock star. But anyway, Steve did all the clothes for the rock album because I really had fun doing that. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to be a rock star, I'm going to have to go all the way with it. So it was, everything about this album was fun and enjoyable, and we didn't have any problems. And you can't say that about many projects. So I just feel like it was blessed in this way, and I think it turned out great.
You're one of the hardest women in show business. You're an author. You do it all. You have a fashion line. You've got a book. You've done everything. How do you stay grounded? How do you keep those roots from that little girl from Appalachia?
Who said I was grounded? Actually, I do like to do a lot of stuff. I'm a person I have a lot of energy, and it's good that I have a way to channel that, or I'd be dangerous. Right. Yeah. But actually, I love what I do, and once you get my age, and you've been in the business as long as I have, you get to claim what you call your brand. And that allows you to do a lot of stuff because people know you, they trust you. So
that's right.
I can even sell dough. I can sell cookie dough. I can sell cornbread and all that. And I love doing it with Duncan Hines and all the, Conagra. I'm going to be doing other things, but I do write books. But it's fun for me. It's a way of life. So every dream brings on another dream. And I wake up with new dreams every day. So I'm going to be kicking it till they're kicking dirt on me, I guess.
So we're so excited. We also have a big Dallas Cowboys performance coming up, halftime show.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm going to do the halftime show on Thanksgiving Day. So I guess everybody will be watching the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, actually.
So, Dolly, you resonate with so many people. Every man, woman, and child. You've touched their hearts. You're so philanthropic with Imagination Library and all that you do. What do you want to be remembered by?
Well, all of it. You know, I just want to be remembered as a person that did a lot in her life and tried to do good things for good people. And I just love doing it. When you get in a position to be able to help, I think you should. So I'm very proud that I can do that. And I just kind of go where my heart leads me. And it often leads me to do things like, you know, the Imagination Library, where we give books away to little children from the time they're born till they start school. That's amazing. So I definitely want to be remembered for that. But of course, I would like to be remembered for my music.
That's right. Well, thank you for all that you do. You've touched so many hearts and so many lives. What do we have next with this rock album coming out? And everybody be sure to get your copy. Download, stream, disc, vinyl, cassette, you name it, you can get a copy. What do we have going on next with Dolly?
Well, I am writing my life story as a Broadway musical. And actually, I've already written the songs. We're actually recording them now. And so I'm working with a gal named Maria Slaughter. And we've got the book written. So we're going to hopefully have that coming out in 2025.
That's awesome.
So I'm looking forward to that. So my next album might be the cast album. Maybe. I don't know.
What don't you do?
Well, nothing. If you'll give me a chance. But can I stop just a minute and say something nice about you? Because I've been working with her for the last 3 days, and she is one of the nicest people, and you do so good. Well, I didn't mean to just make you melt. For the earrings to just fall off. But seriously, you've done a beautiful job, and you're a beautiful gal, and thank you for taking in.
This is what we love, Dolly Parton. She makes you feel like you're the only person in the room, and she touched my heart, and she inspired me. And she's one of the hardest working women I've ever met. And just behind the scenes with her, she made me feel so I mean, come on, sitting up here interviewing Dolly Parton is not easy.
Well, don't you step on your earring.
She made me lose
and
my
don't you
hearing.
bust your britches. I dropped mine when we were doing a meet and greet a while ago. So maybe this is just the night for earrings.
You know, Dolly, the way to describe you, for me personally, you are what Queen Elizabeth is to England, to America. That's how I describe you.
Whatever I am, I think people feel the way they do because I've been around longer than Queen Elizabeth, I think. But I've been around so long. This is like 6 decades I've been in this business.
That's right.
And so I think people just feel like they've grown up with me. And I think people just think of me as a sister or an aunt, you know, somebody you just know. That's what I'd like to think. So I just want to thank you for letting me do all the things I've got to. And now you're letting me be a rock
Your
star
music lives on.
for a few months.
The music lives on. You resonate through every genre, not just rock. You live on with everyone. It's timeless. You are the epitome of class and grace. Congratulations again. We are so honored and privileged to be here with the queen of every genre of music.
Are you trying to run me off now? Are you going to keep on? You got more stuff to do?
We're just chit-chatting until I get the cue to say let's get off the stage. But I can sit here and talk to you all night.
Actually, you are
I'm in no rush.
I think they're going to play the record, so I guess we should get off, should we? Is it time to get off? Oh no! I guess they say we're on social media and stuff.
Yes.
So, what are we supposed to do? 10 more minutes? Okay. Well, actually, we can ask a couple of questions. Do you have other stuff you want to ask me?
We were going to see about an audience member maybe asking me a question. We have
Hey, I know her. She's a journalist. I've done a lot of interviews with you. Do you have a question? You always have a question. So what?
Do you feel like you learned something different about your voice doing rock music? Is your approach in the studio different than when you make country records?
You know, that's a really good question, and that was not planted because we thought we were leaving. But you know what? It really was kind of a challenge, you know, when I did this album, because I didn't really know if I could do it great. That's why I did 30 songs, because I was doing it on a demo scale. And so I thought, well, we'll just do all these songs, and then we'll pick the ones that are the best out of it. And they all kept turning out good, because I was in the studio, and when I was listening to all these songs, I'd hear my voice, you know, singing these songs that I grew up with or had heard for years. And I thought, well, I'm a country singer, but now I'm going to do rock. And as I mentioned before, I wanted to do it well. But I kept hearing things, and I thought, I wonder if I could hit that note. And I thought, well, I'm just doing this on a demo scale. I'm going to go for it. Kent's going to laugh, but nobody else. So, so I would actually, I would go for things that I normally had not or would not, because I'd never. Most of my songs are original. Either I write them or someone else has written original songs. So getting a chance to be in there, I got to really challenge myself as a singer, not just a writer and a stylist. You know, my voice is so different. And Kent kept saying, you know, I want it to be you, but we wanted to stay kind of solid and make it sure rock. But I thought, well, how can I stay Dolly and really do this? But I really got into singing these songs, and I really tested my voice. And I would hold notes longer than I normally would to see how long my breath would hold out. And then I'd sing higher than I normally had, like on Freebird or on Purple Rain, you know, some of those. I was just, thank you, that's one of my favorites. But when I got to singing those songs, I thought, wow, I just felt the spirit of the people that wrote them. And I thought, well, help me out here. And I just went for it. So yeah, it was good. I got to challenge myself. And I thought I measured up pretty good on a lot of them. Yeah. So I hope you feel the same. But I really enjoyed doing it.
In some of the original songs, there was another song with Mitch Jagger was supposed to be on it, Satisfaction. We've got Pink and Brandy Carlisle.
Ooh, yeah.
Girl Power.
No, well, actually, we had a lot of girls on that. We got Pat Benatar. I wanted to do something, a tribute to Linda Ronstadt, because I always thought she was one of the greatest rock chicks ever. And I used to think if I'd ever done a rock album, it would have been similar to something she had done. But I wanted to have her in the album somehow, so I did You're No Good. And then I thought, well, I got to have him and Lou, the trio. And I thought, now who's a good stand-in? Who will be a good stand-in for Linda? And of course, we all share a mutual friend, and that's Sheryl Crow, who is the sweetest person ever, because she's a friend of Em and Lou, she's a friend of Linda's, and she's a friend of mine, separately and together. So I asked her to do it, and she was so gracious, and they did a great job on that. So yeah, I really got into, like with Ann Wilson, singing with her. Now that was a belly buster. Yeah, I mean, she sang so great still.
That's amazing. Did you do some of the songs in the studio, or was it in separate studios? What was that process like making the record?
Well, some of them, we had people, and Ann Wilson was one of them. She came down and we got to get in the studio. And so just hearing our voices together was amazing. Same thing with Blondie, Debbie Harry. She's the sweetest thing. They both are just great gals. So I got to do that. And one of my favorite things on the album is a John Fogerty song. I always loved John Fogerty and all his songs. And Creedence Clearwater was actually one of my favorite groups ever. And so he came down and stayed about 4 days. And we got in the studio with just a band, just like the old days. And we just went in the studio and we could see each other singing. And we just felt it, and we got it done in no time. We didn't have to go back and re-sing or redo or overdub, that much. It was just real natural. And we both thought, wow, wouldn't it be great if people still did it like this, like we used to? Yeah. So I did get to work with several people in the studio, certainly with the vocals. But to answer the rest of your question, some of them couldn't come to Nashville. So Kent would go out and work with some of the people, whether it be in California or whatever. And like Steven Tyler, he flew out there and worked with voice. I know. Actually, Kent and I wrote the song, I Want You Back, and Kent kind of, did the melody in such a way where it really fit Steven Tyler, because we both loved him. We thought, oh, I bet we'll never get him. But we did, and Kent went out and he killed it on it. So it was great having all these people. No matter how they did it, it was great.
It turned out so amazing, and so much thank you to the team that put this together, the management and Kent Wells. It takes a village, and this is such an amazing record. Really, guys, her vocals are incredible. You have a question. Hi there, Miss Lord Algie, mixed on the record.
I've worked with every artist that you sang with, and they all did the same thing. How does she do it? Make it sound like she wrote the song. You went after the hardest covers ever, and tackled them, and they all said, how could anyone do that?
Oh, well, that's a great compliment.
And I was like, I couldn't believe that you went after Stairway to Heaven, Freebird, Magical, took on the giants of the record.
Open arms.
And Open Arms, and Steve Perry's like, how did you do it? Because you had me going with Steve, make them happy. And then Stevie Nicks, all the Steve showed up at the studio.
Oh, I know. Stevie Nicks came down and stayed. You did. Yeah.
I don't know how she does it.
Ah, well, great.
She just believes it. So,
Oh, well, thank you. That's a nice compliment because I really wanted the rock artists to be proud of me. I wanted them to just say, you know what, that's dang good. I didn't want them to say, it's okay.
She does it beautiful. She does it effortless.
Well, thank you for being you. I appreciate you.
Miss Dolly, tonight is all about you. This is such a special night, a historic moment. We wish you so much love and blessings on your endeavors. We love you. Everyone, please be sure to get this amazing record. All the viewers watching, make sure you download it. It's going to be available tonight. And this is one of the best records of 2024. Welcome your newest rock star, Dolly Parton.
Thank you. Are we done?
You're all done.
All right, well, listen, thank you. I don't know if they gave you a free CD or not, but they should have.
There's lots of goodies, and they got the photo booth in the back and all kinds of stuff. You guys enjoy the night. Thank you all so
I
much for
really do
coming.
hope you enjoy it, and thank you again
God
for
bless
helping us
you.
out.
Thank you.
All right, hey Kent, good job. Thank you. See you later.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.